What's up, people? Hope you're all doing well. So, it's been pretty busy this weekend. Been out with my mate. I was doing some busking yesterday. Had a really good time with that for the most part, but yeah, I need to start doing it more. So I might be going out tomorrow, do it again. So yeah, because when you see like the results come in, then it's like it can be quite reassuring. So yeah, hello, who have we got in here? Hope you're all doing well tonight. So yeah, I need to try and get some more videos out soon because yeah, they seem to be pushing my videos out again. Like my last one's up to about 1,600 views. So yeah, it's got like 60 likes on it. So it's doing pretty well. Like in fact, 60 likes. That's probably one of the most amount of likes I've had on a video. So that's quite encouraging, isn't it? So I need to try and yeah, it seems to be like certain kind of videos seem to do well. So you just gotta keep trying, and certain ones will just pop off. So not all of them are, but going to. But you've just gotta keep trying. But yeah, how are we doing tonight? We've got two people here. Hello, make sure you like the live. That'd be really appreciated. So I made over £45 busking. So if I can do like similar results every day, then that's pretty good, I think. It's something I enjoy doing. I enjoy going out and performing. I mean, I'm passionate about music and stuff, so yeah. Obviously, you have to take the rough with the smooth. You're gonna get some negative reactions and just some annoying people. There were some annoying people yesterday, but you just have to deal with it. It's like, okay, just how's it going, Mr. Soy? Good to see you. Yeah, I saw you on was it on the video? The last video I think I did. So yeah, I haven't posted any videos since that, but yeah, I need to try and get some more videos up. So I might do some more around dating and stuff like that. Hi Zach, good to see you again. Make sure you like the live, guys. So yeah, I need to try and get some stuff out, like different topics, dating, lifestyle, mental health, things like that, really. 29 years old. What's your name, by the way? So yeah, it's just a lot of people were in agreement that, like the dating apps are not good for the majority of men. But there was a comment on that video saying, well, if you're, unless you're under 6 foot tall or not attractive, then it's a good experience. But I'm like, well, that's like the majority of men then, isn't it? Because something like 90% of men are below 6 foot tall or something like that. I don't know. But I know like the average guy in the UK, I think is about 5'10". So that puts the majority of men under 6 foot tall. And, like if you're being attractive is also, like a minority. So there's quite a big, amount of men that are either not attractive or are under 6 foot tall. Like, I mean, so I don't know if they're just being really kind of like delusional with like thinking that it's somehow a rare thing to be that when most guys are below 6 foot tall. In fact, there's women actually filtering out men that are below 6 foot tall, which is crazy. I mean, a lot of these women don't even have anything to offer anyway, so they're going to filter out most of the men that they would be compatible with, but because it got such high standards, which a lot of the time are unrealistic, because they've got nothing to really offer, a lot of them, and some of them might have, but it's like, well, there's so many other women out there that would have more to offer than them, but they think that they're entitled to the best of the best, and some of them just need a reality check, because because they're going to end up being alone when they're older. They're going to be lonely, probably end up with cats or dogs or whatever, and just oftentimes they can end up on some kind of medication because they're actually suffering. But maybe when they're young they're okay, but yeah, this is ridiculous, isn't it? 5'4" girls filtering under 6 foot guys. This is what I mean. Like, what the hell? Like, a 5'4" girl should be going for about 5'8", maybe something like that, because apparently the average height for maybe 5'9", maybe, but something like that. The average guy is only usually about 5 inches taller than the average woman. So you shouldn't really be going for guys that are way higher than that. If you're 5'4" as a woman, how many? I mean, it's just ridiculous. It's like, because I think they found in some study, I think it was there was this guy called Wheat Waffles, and I don't really agree with all the stuff that he has to say, but it was showing how women's entitlement gets worse as they get shorter, that their preferences in taller men. But I don't know if this is just dating apps or something, but I think in real life it doesn't really matter as much as what people think, because they tend to kind of, when you're in real life, you tend to be able to show off other attributes of yourself, and not just like your height, your looks, and all that kind of stuff. Also things like how you carry yourself, because the problem is online you can't show that. But then there's also a thing where some people can do all right online, where they can learn to become kind of like come across a certain way, where they come across confident, and then they meet someone in real life and then they fuck it all up. So even if they do end up on a date, oftentimes they end up fucking it up because they don't know how to actually carry themselves in real life. They can pretend to be this alpha male online, but then in the real world, they crumble. It's like anyone can pretend to be anything online. That's just a problem with it. So, yeah, it's just, I don't know. Yeah, it just gets ridiculous with some of these things that, online, like and then it's like we've got all these trust issues now, because a lot of people will be worried that someone's going to be like going on dating apps whilst they're in a relationship and secretly trying to like look for other people to monkey branch to, because maybe they're having some issues in the relationship, and then they start to panic and be like, oh no, what if they're going to just like find somebody else? Whereas at one time they would have had to have like worked things out. They would have had to, okay, we need to discuss things, we need to sort something out, because we can't risk losing what we've built. But it's like people can just like give something up that they've took so many years to build up. They can be like, oh well, I'm having a bad time in this relationship right here in this moment. I'm going to throw that away and get with somebody else. So that's the other problem with the dating apps. I don't even know if I mentioned that in the video, but it's that's something that's happening more often now, where it's like you could be 2, 3, 4, 5, 10, 20 years into a relationship, even married to the person, and then it's so easy to just like give it up if you're lucky on the dating apps, and you can just like, you have a way of, because like say you're a woman, right, you're gonna have it very easy on these apps probably, if you want to actually find somebody new. If you want to, I mean, you could argue it's hard for them because they have to pick from so many options. But hello, mum life, how you doing? But they have all these options that they can just like monkey branch to and be like, oh well, I guess I'm just gonna leave this guy now because he's I'm not really into him now. I'm I don't like how he's behaving right now in this moment. And instead of trying to sort things out, they'll just sabotage it and then find some other guy, and they'll do this behind his back, and then just get with him. It's yeah. Hi, Fat Muppet. Good to see you. Scottish. Who's Scottish? Are you on about this mum life? Is Scottish? Yeah, Carly. She's called. Anyway, thank you for the 7 likes, everybody. Make sure you like the live. That'd be really appreciated. But yeah, just writing again about this whole dating app situation. But yeah, a lot. There was some guy who was saying that he agreed with it, but he said that he managed to be able to get success by optimizing his profile, and like how they'll do things such as getting professional photos and shit like that. It's like, I don't know, it just kind of like reducing people down to like how good of a photo that they've had. It's like oh well, this photo doesn't look as professionally made, so I'm going to reject this person, but then they might have been a better fit for you. This is the problem. It's like they're willing to like sacrifice what would have been possibly a better relationship because someone didn't have as good of like a profile or something. but they could have actually been a much better person, a much, like, more compatible and just a good person. I'm not saying you have to be this total nice guy, but like I think there has to be a certain amount of good in you to. Otherwise, it's like you're going to attract a bunch of toxic women who, are just like, for whatever reason, they're attracted to bad boys. It's like, why would you want one of these kind of women anyway? Why would a man want to try and just be bad just to get with some, damaged woman? He's probably got some daddy issues or some shit. That's a flex, right? That you can, like, manipulate a woman by, the whole treat of me and keep 'em keen. Some fucking damaged woman who's probably got a bunch of baggage, a bunch of issues. That's probably inevitably going to fail, or you're just going to just use her for a bit of fun. Yeah, big fucking deal. Like, try actually get a woman that's actually not got a bunch of issues and actually try and keep her. Hello, Timmy. To me, that's more of a flex. If you can actually keep a genuine woman actually into you, that actually loves you for who you are, and not that you have to pretend to be something that you're not to keep her, or to just even get her. To me, that's pathetic. It's like, people can do what they want to do, but I just don't think it's a flex to be, just like the whole hookup thing, trying to hook up with 100 women. That's not a flex. If anything, it's the opposite. It's a red flag, I would say. And it goes the same both ways. Both ways, either way they're bragging about how many people they slept with, like they're keeping some kind of count on how many people they slept with. Kind of weird shit, that, to me. When someone says they've slept with 178 women, it's like, who the fuck cares? Like, why are you keeping count of that shit anyway? Like, you're just treating them like they're a number. It's pathetic. Maybe you go touch some fucking grass or something for once in your life. Anyway, I think for older guys like me, it's pretty much hopeless. Yeah, I mean, you're probably gonna have to look at certain groups. Maybe if you have certain hobbies and stuff like that, maybe just try and see if you can meet one there. I suppose as you get older, it can be difficult with trying to get into new friendship groups and stuff like that, because people have already established them. But there is probably like social groups you can find, but just trying to break into new groups, it takes time. But yeah, because oftentimes once a friendship group is formed, they're not really bothered about adding new people into it. So it's kind of like, you're lucky if you can get into it younger. And I've been busy this weekend. I was out busking this weekend. I went busking on Saturday, made over 45 quid, and I was just kind of out with my mate. I was kind of had a good time. So I need to do that regularly. So yeah, because if I can make that similar amount to that regularly, then ka-ching, it's something I enjoy doing. So it's like, people should do what they enjoy doing, I think, whatever that might be. The problem is women want to sleep around and men take advantage of that. Yeah, but it's like, then they can't complain then that why does he only want to, have sex with me? That's what they'll be like. But I don't want a fucking woman who wants to sleep around. Fuck that shit, No, thank you. So if they want to do that, then go, knock yourself out. I don't care. Go and do that shit. I just don't want any part of it. And if they want their fucking open relationship bullshit, I don't want any part of that either. So, yeah, not interested. They can go be their fucking sluts somewhere else. And these guys that can just go do that as well. But I would have thought that it would have been the other way around, that the men want to sleep around and the women are taking advantage of that and trying to kind of, sort of play mind games and shit. So I don't know. I actually would have thought it'd be more the other way around, that a lot of women would say that they don't want to sleep around and that they're just being used and that they want. I guess what it is that they'll open themselves up early on to like Chad or whatever, Tyrone, but then like if they, but then it's like they want commitment. It's like, well, if you want commitment, maybe you need to be realistic about who you're going for. Going for all these bad boys with all these options. You really think you're gonna get fucking commitment from that? What a fucking joke. If you you really need to have get a reality check. Yeah, I don't know how I'm gonna record it unless I had a camera or something, but I don't have anything to do that at the moment. Maybe someone can help me out with it, but yeah. So I'm using my phone, but yeah. Anyway, yeah. Thank you, Timmy. But yeah, I don't know. I'm not interested in the whole hookup culture bullshit. To me, it's devoid of any meaning, and to me, it's like I'd rather build something up of about exclusivity, and it should be something special between two people, and not. That's my opinion, and not just be like going with random people. That's some bullshit to me. That is just. It's all just about hedonism and all that, but like in the long run, it's just going to leave you feeling empty and feeling just like used, because all they're doing is just using each other. It's just very yes, I don't know how to describe it, but it's just yeah, what is it, what do you call it, vapid or something, I don't know, but yeah, I mean, but I don't have but my phone, I use it for the busking, if you get me. I'd have to get a second one. I'm just not really wanting to do that right now. But what's this? I want 2 wives or 3. Well, that's up to you, but I'm not interested in that. I'd just be happy to have the one. I don't see the point, but that's good for you, I guess. But but if they don't want to just have me, then fuck you. Then I'm not interested. Like, if I'm not enough for you, then go knock yourself out. Go get some guy who wants to just be like that then, So, yeah. I'm not going to be just an option to a woman. Like, yeah. It's like, if I'm not the only one that you want to be with, then I don't want to be with you. It's as simple as that. So, yeah. People might be wondering why I'm single, but yeah, I wouldn't be putting up with any bullshit and any kind of degenerate behavior or anything like that. If you want to be with me, then you're gonna, it's you're gonna have to do it by my terms. I mean, it's like, yeah, I can respect a woman, but they also have to respect you. Foreign dating sites now. I just haven't really got any like motivation to do any of that. It's just, I'm just gonna keep on like trying to build myself up, become something of myself, because the idea of it is that you build yourself up to a point that women start to chase you. Like, if you become the prize, you become somebody that's in demand, that like somebody that's worthy, that you're a cut above the rest, then they'll be falling up over their knees for you, because you're an outlier. You're not just some average guy. So, yeah. So it's about kind of just building yourself up holistically. Build up your health, your mental health, your status. And I'm not just talking about being famous or anything like that. Actually having something that you're proud of, actually having achievements that you are proud of, that, like, for some people it might be, joining the police or something like that, having some kind of thing that they're proud of. I don't know, maybe becoming a doctor. If you can do something like that, that's gonna put you in the top like 10% or even above that. I mean, I will do it soon, Timmy. It's just It's just I get distracted with different things, and it's like you can only do one thing at a time, and I'm just kind of like gonna focus on the busking thing, and I could try and go travel and do that, but I might not be using the generator though because I can't be asked trying to mess around with all that and have to then use my busking gear. It's just not going to be practical. Yeah, it's not a good time of year, but I was just thinking more in terms of like going off grid and actually, because then it's like, well, if you're going to go off grid, then it's like a year-long commitment. You have to do it in the worst times. The whole idea would be, about like reducing your cost of living down to as little as you can, but I don't really need to do that right now. At some point, I do want to buy a house, so I'm probably going to start trying to save up for that because I don't want to buy a mortgage because then you're just like going to be locked into it probably for about 3 decades with sky high prices. Oftentimes, it costs more than to rent a house, so what's the fucking point? So it's like, to me, it's like if you can't afford something, you can't afford. If you can't afford it now, you can't afford it. Like if you can't afford to pay it in cash, you can't afford it. It's better to wait until you've got the cash, then buy it, because you just, it's just money's just being like wasted with like interest for many many years. It's just, I don't know, but whatever. Cooking in the forest. I mean, I was thinking about stuff like that, but it's not really stuff I've really looked into that much. I mean, I wouldn't. It's not. Hello, William. Good to see you again. Hope you're well tonight. Our old generation is knackered. TBH. What do you mean? Our old generation is knackered. What you on about there? Old generation, or what are you talking about? Oh, thank you, William. Yeah, I had it done a few days ago. But yeah, I'm gonna just try and do more of the busking stuff now, I think, and because I was planning to do the camping thing, but yeah, I was like, okay, well, James, go and do something else then. You don't have to come here. If you don't like it, then and that's fine. Yeah, probably just a troll, but okay. Same, says William. Same what? Sorry. I'm sorry, lost what you mean with that. Is it something I just said? I don't know. Because sometimes people say things because it takes a while for it to come through, and then, okay then, James. Well, you could have just gone and not said anything. It's like, well, if people find me boring, then that's their opinion. You don't need to say that. If you've got nothing good to say, don't say anything. Of course, not everyone's gonna like it. That's fine, but you don't need to say it. Obviously, some people like it. There's 8 people here, and there's people interacting with me right now. Hi, Ismar. How you doing? Welcome back. Hello, Adam. Good to see you. Welcome in from Rochester, New York. Forget the haters. Yeah, no, yeah. How did you find this then? My last video's been getting pushed out a good bit, so yeah, just been talking a bit about the current, dating situation and all that. But what about solutions though? Because we need to maybe figure out some solutions to all this crap, because it's just. We keep talking about the problems, and I just don't see the point in constantly talking about the problems of society, because you're not going to fix it by talking about the problems. Let's talk about how we're going to resolve it. Like, we see that there's a problem, let's figure out a solution then. What we're going to do. How are we going to fix all of it? Is there a way to fix all of it? What do you think? Or is it too far gone? Is the toothpaste out of the tube, so to speak? Because... it's like with all this social media, the dating apps, I don't think there's any way that dating apps are ever going to get banned. Some say that they should get banned, but how would that even be implemented? How is it even practical to ban dating apps? And who's going to agree to that? Is everyone going to suddenly be like, yeah, let's all, over 50% of people decide to ban dating apps or something? I mean, you need a license to sell food. Yeah. Yeah, that's right. What we're saying about you could make roast pork and coleslaw sandwiches and sell when you're busking. Yeah, you can't do that without a license now. That's right. What Timmy's saying. Yeah, because I did see on the I think it's a council website where they said if you're selling things like CDs, DVDs, whatever, like selling merch, things like that, you need a license. But if what you could do is like send people to your social media and then sell it from there, so you could like indirectly sell stuff, I guess. And I need to try and get people more to my YouTube channel, so I might put like something on my where I like get the tips and stuff. Hello to you, Jam Products. Welcome in. How are you doing tonight? Oh yeah, I'll do my Donald Trump impression. I think I've got a great Donald Trump impression. That's not bad news. I think my Donald Trump impression is tremendous. It's fantastic. It's the greatest Trump impersonation ever in the world. That is not bad news. It's true. Quite frankly, it's the truest thing in the world. Yeah, third time, okay. Can anybody get a license? I'm not sure. I've not looked into that. I guess I don't know whether you have to go through a bunch of rigmarole or whatever. It's just a lot of shit needs a license, doesn't it? It's like I was looking into things like HMO licensing and shit like that. Like if you want to do like student accommodation, and then if you have a certain amount of people, and then it's like you have to go through some bullshit, and I've heard it's not that easy to do, and then you have to pay fucking money. It's like £800 or something, whatever bullshit it is, just to get a license. It's just I don't know. It just seems to be this whole system is just like this whole kind of like like what is it called like I mean some say it's because of late stage capitalism, but it's like it's the fucking government is what's actually restricting businesses. It's like I don't know, so I can't say that it's all because of capitalism. Hello to you, heck sisters, welcome in here. True entrepreneurs can overcome the hurdles. Yeah, but having a totalitarian government is not helping, is it? Like when you're just being kind of restricted and basically forced to pay fees to do stuff and having all these taxes and whatever bullshit and like corporation tax or whatever tax they'll try and pull out of their ass. Yeah, I've heard that they're trying to put up fucking council tax soon or some shit or whatever. Like I don't know. It's just I don't know. It's just the whole like system's kind of fucked, really. But I mean, I get what you're saying, but it's just yeah. I mean, it's like it's like you have to just kind of like deal with the hand that you're given, in it. It's like we're born into this kind of shitty fucking kind of corporate system, whatever. But yeah. What's this? There's barriers in every industry from market leaders pressuring government to reduce new entrants. Yeah. Yeah, that's right. But yeah, because it's like if there was less barrier to entry, then that would pave the way for like more entrepreneurs to get started. But I don't know, there'd be more competition then, arguably, which would then help to be lower prices with better like productivity. So this is what the whole like. I mean, I don't know what to think like with the whole like free market capitalism thing, whatever. But the whole idea of like limited to no regulations. I mean, there's certain things that should be regulated, obviously, like like things like medicines and stuff like that, and making sure you've got the right labels on things. I think there's certain things that there needs to be maybe like some independent third party involved to like that's not affiliated to any like government or anything like that. Because we need to make sure they're not being bribed to like, because the problem is that we have things like like regulatory bodies that can be bought and paid for. So Yeah, I mean, I get what you're saying, but it's like I think it's difficult enough as it is already for a lot of people, and for some businesses they just can't even exist because of all the barriers. I just think we'd have a lot more diversity of different businesses and stuff if there's less barriers. I don't know. Like we'd have less corporate monopolies probably. I mean, again, I don't know how true all this is. It's I just don't like the idea of there being monopolies, and because then that's not really a free market, then is it? When you've got monopolies, then basically they're just throttling the free market, basically. But again, a lot of this is government, I think. A lot of it's because of things such as what's it called, patenting laws and that shit. Because it's funny how like people try and blame capitalism for things like patenting laws, but actually it's actually state enforced or whatever you call it. It's just um, yeah, because arguably, and I mean, I know I made a video against capitalism, but like I try to see things from both perspectives. I was talking about the whole kind of opportunistic people who just they don't care about everybody else. They're just there for their own agendas and cutting corners, putting out dodgy products that they don't actually believe in. But it's up to you as a consumer to really do your what's the word, due diligence, whatever it is, like to make sure that you know that you're not buying something that's faulty. Actually, do your research. All these people that get scammed all the time. It's like look at that whole honey thing. It took years for people to figure out that they were being scammed. But if you actually did, research it properly, then it could have been found out a lot sooner. But people just don't do their due diligence to actually figure these things out. So you could say it's partly on the consumer to actually be responsible, but sometimes some of these companies can be very shady and do dodgy things. So yeah, I wish I could eat people's homemade chili from a stand in my neighborhood. Yeah, I mean that'd be cool if you could do that, but you have to be careful about like hygiene and stuff, though, wouldn't you? I don't know, because that's what they might argue as like why you can't do that, like because oh well, what if there's bad hygiene or something. I don't know, but it's like I think there's a thing called business reputation. That what you would do is you would have like say everybody would give a star review or something like that and put like a comment. And because of like online now, you can look at like reviews and stuff, and you'll find out, or people will just word of mouth will say, "Don't go to that one. I got food poisoning" or something like that. So I think that in of itself, like the market regulates itself to a large degree. So I don't see the point in needing. I think, to be honest, the reason why they put all these barriers in is because they're trying to create monopolies and trying to throttle the free market. But yeah, what's this? I have neighbors who put cakes outside their house, and you just put some money through the letterbox. I suppose you could do that, but it's just you have to do some shady things like being dodgy just to be able to make it happen. It's like it's not a free commerce, is it really? It's just you have to do things in a like grey or black market kind of way. Because I was looking into this thing called agorism, which is like it's a form of anarchism, basically by defunding the state by doing grey and black market activities like commerce. I mean, like for example, like you just said, doing things like doing cake sales without the licensing or something like that, and that would be considered grey market because selling cakes is not illegal, but doing it in that way without a license would be not considered as white market. So black market would be like selling counterfeit things and stuff like that and illegal items. and things like, when people go onto things like the deep web, dark web, and they're selling dodgy stuff on there. Then you've got the red market, which is doing things that are immoral. So it's something I was kind of researching, but the whole idea of like the Gorizon is basically defunding the state. You'd basically deprive it of all tax revenue. But would that actually work in practice? Well, yeah, it would, because, well, where are they going to get their money? If they're not getting it from taxes, guess what? They're going to have to print money out. And if they keep printing money out, that's going to cause hyperinflation, which is going to cause the money to spiral out of control, basically destroying the system. So maybe that's the only way you could actually destroy the system, is by doing that. I don't know, but it's just a theory. I don't know if it would actually work or what, but I'm not saying we should do that because it's against the law. I can't say that. So I've seen mid-40s women invite younger, attractive men in their house for a price. Fucking hell. Really? That is fact. That's what a fucking mid-40s woman is like, still wanting to like pay, to charge for that. I guess it's just, yeah. I wouldn't even do it to get paid. Like, yeah, hi Tony, good to see you. I hope you're well. I wouldn't even do that to get paid, let alone to pay money. Why would I want to, like, yeah, some like saggy old fucking woman who's like probably had about 100 different men inside her already. No, thank you. Yeah. If you register the company, any fines fall on the company rather than prosecuting you. That's why newspapers doing dodgy stuff, it's worth the risk for them. Yeah, that's it. But I think that they should be held accountable, shouldn't they? Really? Because I've heard about like LLCs, limited liabilities companies, where if, for example, they get into fines, then all that happens, the company goes bankrupt, and then that's it. So why shouldn't they have to pay the fucking fine? If they had to pay for it, maybe then they would actually be more inclined to actually not take too many dodgy risks that would basically ruin their company and all that. So wouldn't it make sense to actually, to be held accountable? Because in a free market, it still means that there's consequences to your actions. Though, if you do bad things, then it shouldn't just be that your company goes under, because then they could just start up a new one. So if they've got the right connections, they can just start up a new company and just like pretend like it's never happened and just be like, yeah, I don't know. It's like a lot of them just, like you say, avoiding prosecution, anything, because it's like, you can't prosecute them as an individual, because it's like a corporation. Because some people were saying that the word corporation is a corpse, it's a dead entity. It's actually it's like yeah. I mean, there's this whole thing, like, there's conspiracy theories about it. Like, I mean, I'm not going to go too in depth, but I mean, because it can get a bit like, the escort sounds like escorts to me. But I had a comment on that video about, yeah, it's a corrupt system, but you probably have to become corrupt to compete. Yeah, true. There was this comment on that video that was saying, oh, they think that about, like, going to pubs or whatever, meeting people there, pubs, bars, things like that. Buy them a drink. It's like, why would you want to buy them a drink? I don't know this person, so why would I buy them a drink? Like, what have they done for me? And it's like, oh, well, you buy them a drink to get their company or whatever bullshit. It's like, then that's prostitution then, isn't it? It's like, by me going and actually like it's like, you have to go and approach them, and then you have to go buy them something. It's like, by you even going and approaching them, you are gracing them with your company. Like, I don't think, I feel like I owe them anything. Like, there's no like, oh, if I do this, then I get that. It's like, whatever. It's just some bullshit, some fucking transactional bullshit. Fuck that. No, not a chance. It's basically glorified prostitution. Is what it is. I don't care what people say. There's no guarantees anything's gonna happen anyway. And even if it did, it's kind of cheap prostitution, I guess. The thing is, they're probably not even interested in you. Really, they probably just want to get a bunch of free drinks out of you. You know, yeah. Hi, Mr. Trump. Mr. Trump. Yeah. I'm looking to start a tour operator business at the moment. Any advice? I'm not sure. Like, not something I've looked into. Freeloaders. Yeah, exactly. Just yeah. I'm just saying that I think it's normal, but they don't talk about it. Yeah. Yeah, it's just pathetic. If it is, then yeah. But I was just talking about with my mate about this person. Hello, Lewis. I tried putting a thing because I was in Leeds the other day, but yeah, I ended up doing something else. I went to what was it? Meanwood Park, which was like right on the outskirts. But I had a good time. And then I was busy at the weekend as well, so I've been busy like for the last few days really. But so that's why I've not been going live as much. But yeah, I was just like, I was talking about that whole Abby situation, and she's gone. I don't know if anyone saw that post that I put out the other day. I ended up taking it down because I was like, I don't want to really have drama on here and just like, I don't know. But I just thought it was kind of funny to show that. It was like, look at this guy that she's with a fucking. He looks like one of these fucking soy boy barista fucking nerdy fucking guys who. Probably I have more testosterone in my little toe than he has through his whole body. Like, that's the kind of vibe that I get from him. I could be completely wrong, but it doesn't exactly look like he's flowing with charisma and testosterone. Yeah, she's gone, but she's deleted her channel. Yeah, she's deleted her fucking channel. After I made that video, she's fucking gone. Yeah, I was like so laughing at that. I was like, yeah, yeah, you know. Yeah, it is a nice one. It was quite a big place, isn't it? Because there's a lot of walks you could do in Meanwood Park. There was like, I go one way and I was like, oh wow, it's going on far up here. And then ended up coming back round and I was like, oh, it goes down this way as well. And then it was like up there and like, fucking hell. But I went down to the waterfall. It was quite nice up there. I actually took a picture of myself at the waterfall. It was Abby. It doesn't matter, but it was just somebody on the channel, but I met her from TikTok, so that probably explains a lot of these fucking TikTok fucking freaks. You know, who just, I don't know, dodgy people, a lot of them. Yeah, she was my moderator on here, but I knew her off TikTok originally, and I was talking to her offline, and just like, she was just giving me all these fucking like mixed signals and shit, whatever, and being like, saying that she's in a relationship, she has a partner, I meant. She says she has a partner, apparently a guy who lives with her, but then starts to act like she's single. So it started getting me all confused and be like, it's like, what is wrong, like, with these people? Like, look, if you don't want to be with someone, just leave them. Like, it's not fair to do that. But then I was thinking, maybe this guy deserves that. I don't know. Like, the thing is, right, this guy could probably work on himself more, to be honest. Like, maybe the whole thing, maybe the relationship's kind of fizzled out, but for whatever reason, they don't want to end it because, like, when I looked at it, right, guess what? They've been together for almost 10 years, apparently. So, if they've been together for nearly 10 years, it's going to be hard to, like, call it quits, I guess. There's this whole thing of sunk cost fallacy. I don't know if that's a thing that could be going on with it, but this is why you should never ban trolls. I trolled you earlier, but now we've had a decent convo. Convert trolls instead of banning your channel will grow that way. Right. Yeah, I don't know. It's just sometimes I get pissed off. It's like I had a comment on a video going on about my acne scars, and I was like getting pissed off with it. It's like people giving me unsolicited advice, saying, "Oh, I should try. What is it? Some kind of retinoid or whatever shit." People were saying about that. It's like, um, sounds like attention seeking. What you mean, this Abby person? Well, this guy that she's with looks like a fucking, I don't know, androgynous or something. Like he was like stick thin basically, and like maybe if he starts actually hitting the fucking gym or something, and he's actually like, and also he had this fucking ginger fucking beard that looked like it just didn't suit him at all. Like his hair was like kind of brown, and it had this ginger beard. He was like wearing glasses. He was like his clothes just looked kind of, I don't know. It just everything about the guy was just like wrong. It was just like I mean I don't like to be like all kind of criticizing that kind of stuff, but like it just looked odd them being together. Did you see the picture? Head in the gym. What, you going to the gym? I might do some stuff now actually, but yeah, I'm gonna do a few exercises. But is camping cancelled now, Jamie? No, I've just been busking this weekend, so that's gonna be my focus. But I should probably start doing it with the. But when the weather gets better, I'll start doing the camping out and stuff. It's just I was thinking more. It's not even the weather. It's just the fact that it goes dark at like 5 p.m. It's like, so I've got to pitch my tent, and then what am I going to fucking do for the rest of the night? I mean, unless I just go live for the rest of the night, but I don't know, it just seems a bit, it would just end up being a bit boring. When it just starts going dark like 8, 9 p.m., then it's alright, because then I can just kind of chill for a bit and then go to sleep. I've been looking forward to the camping videos throughout January. Yeah, well, it's just, I don't know if it's the right time because I was like literally gonna do it what was it, Friday, no, Thursday it was, that was planning to start it all, but it was just that, yeah, just it was a bit. I was thinking, okay, well, maybe it's not the right time to start because of that. You could buy a baby pig and roast it on live. No, I don't want to be doing that shit. Make sure you like the live, guys, if you don't mind. But yeah, maybe it's just, I don't know, maybe he's right about not banning all the trolls. It's just some people just really piss me off, but that might be just my own issues that like, yeah, that people have this kind of, I've started to get a bit better though, like that if people are, because everyone's going to have their like shit to say, it's like, you know what, like if you've got like your opinion, that's fine, I guess, it's whatever. But I mean, I still have issues. Like I said, unsolicited advice is something that kind of annoys me. But you just have to accept that this is part and parcel of you. You're putting yourself out there, so it's like you have to be open to criticism. If you don't want to be criticized or whatever, then don't go online. You know. So yeah. But yeah, I hope everyone's well tonight anyway. So I don't know what the hell's going on with my computer at the moment because I can't get like the internet to properly work on it. Like whenever I try and put YouTube on, it's saying connection not secure. It keeps on doing this shit lately, and it's kind of annoying. It seems to be keep flicking between it or something. I think it was that Dale guy who made you more angry with trolls. Yeah, well, I've been kind of going through periods of having trolls and stuff, and not just Dale, but there's been other people that have just really kind of annoyed me, like even like when I was on TikTok, going live on there. But yeah, are you out tomorrow? Because I was thinking about doing Leeds tomorrow, but it's just that I was at Leeds on Thursday, but you would have to kind of like maybe talk to each other offline if we want to like if you want to arrange to meet me, but. I'll probably, if I'm doing Leeds, I'll probably be around Bridgate, somewhere like that, because that's kind of like one of the main parts of the town, isn't it? So I'll probably do it around there, and it'll hopefully, because I did it once there, but I did beatboxing, and I was out for over 3 hours, and I only made about, what, £13.70. But if I did sing, I could probably make about almost like 30 quid in that time, so I could make double what I could from doing beatboxing, because people would rather support singers, I guess, because especially if it's a song that they like. So it's good to play different kind of songs, and you can appeal to different people then. And yeah, you're just keeping it different, and like, so that's what I like to do, kind of mix things up, mix of different genres. And people really were into it yesterday. I even had someone left me a receipt with like a thing on it that said "Keep up the good singing." So you get these people saying, "Oh, you're shit." It's like, well, if I was really that shit, then people aren't going to be taking their time to write down that I'm good. I mean, are they just trolling? I don't think so, because that person left me money as well. It was like they're actually, yeah. So yeah, it's a mix of songs, but like I do it on my phone. I use the YouTube on my phone, but I use the Brave browser because it blocks ads. So yeah, there's a tip. If you want to block ads, just use the Brave browser. But the thing is, though, I'm getting monetized soon, like, with the ads. I'm on 3,788 watch hours or something like that, whatever it is. So I've got about 200 watch hours to go. Then I can get ads on my videos. So don't skip my fucking ads, because like, yeah, every little helps, as they say in the Tesco ads. Mostly pop song. No, I do a lot of different stuff. I do anything from old stuff up to new stuff, different genres of stuff. Sometimes I'll do 80s music, all the way up to like even some metal stuff. I did a few of that metal kind of tunes at the end, like I did, but sometimes it can go down well, sometimes not, because obviously when it comes to metal and hardcore stuff and things like that, people can be a bit, funny about it. But yeah, it's kind of just, you gotta just do what you enjoy doing, because yeah, that's gonna like, it's like if you don't enjoy what you're doing, then you should pick something else that you do enjoy. I did Metallica once, but I'll do a few different stuff like that. I did a Bullet for My Valentine song. How's it going, the Flame Heart? Hope you're well. Good to see you. Hope all is well with you. Thank you for joining me tonight. Ozzy Osbourne is always a good one as well. Yeah, I did, what was it? Motorhead, Ace of Spades. That's a good tune. But yeah, I can't stop eating pork, sausages, and coleslaw. I need tips on how to manage getting hungry all the time. Try and eat slowly if you can. Try to just be mindful and just try to, when you're eating, just like try to chew it at least 30 times, even up to 40, 50 times if you can, before you swallow it. So be mindful of that. And then what happens is after about 20 minutes, that's when you get the signal in your brain that says you're full. So then you stop eating then. But yeah, how's it going, Susanna? Hope you're well. Good to see you again. Thank you for joining me tonight. Yeah, Jose Antonio, welcome to my live. Hope you've had a good weekend. Can we hear your voice singing? Never heard you sing. Yeah, I don't really do it on here, but yeah. So I don't really use this for my singing voice, but yeah. Yeah, it's, I don't know, it's about, maybe I will do, I don't know, but I just kind of like, yeah, I don't know what I would even do right now, but, it's just putting me on the spot right now. I don't know. I have to kind of like prepare myself for it, really. I have to kind of psych myself up, really, but, and sometimes I'll do the busking and it takes me a bit to get started on it and stuff. Yeah. So yeah, what have we all been up to this weekend then? Anything much? Lewis says 2 in chat. You don't want to hear me. Oh, you mean 1? Hang on. What's going on? I thought you meant you didn't want to hear me, Lewis. So I don't know if I like found you on Facebook. I didn't add you because I was like, but how do you feel? Really good to see you again. How have you been? Not seen you for a while. Yeah, I've not really been on much this weekend because I've been busy. I was out busking yesterday. I was out at a place called Bolton with my friend. It was actually seemed to be a good place to do it. I wasn't sure how well it was going to go there because, yeah, it can get kind of busy there, but obviously it's not going to be as busy as some other places. Like even York gets busier, but the thing with York, it's got more competition. So So like yeah, like you can go to somewhere like Leeds, for example, and it's quite busy all the time, even during the week. But you're gonna have more people performing there. So unless you're like really, really good, then it might be hard to make a lot. But yeah, yeah. Like I don't know what I would even do, but yeah, it's just I don't know. Maybe it's just because like when it's on my live, it's like kind of a bit because I get these people who watch me regularly, and then it's like it's just when I'm out in town, it's like these people that I'm performing to, I'll probably never see them again. Like they're just random passers by. It doesn't really bother me. It's when I'm doing it to people that I see regularly. That's when I'm a bit funny about it, really. But yeah, how are we doing anyway? I've been all right. Just been busy with my own things, seeing friends and family. Oh, that's good then. Hope they're all doing well. Uh, do Aussie be 4 times less? I don't really do Aussie. Yeah. I don't really even know much of the. I don't really listen to Black Sabbath or any of that, but yeah. Um, I did like the riff from that song Iron Man, I guess. Whatever you're happy with, then yeah. I don't know. Yeah. I don't know. Maybe another time. Um, how often do you eat a full English? I don't eat that. Nah. Freddie Mercury. Yeah, I did that song "Don't Stop Me Now," but yeah. Um, I don't know. I'm just a bit like yeah. It's just that if I do it, then people are just probably gonna be like, "Oh, you know, laughing at me or whatever." I don't know. I don't know what people would make of it, so I'm just a bit because and then even if people do say that it's all right, then are they just like taking a piss or are they just being nice? It's like this is the problem when you're online. It's hard to know like um chat want a song. Well, I don't really. Yeah. So I think I'm gonna restart the live and it'll try and maybe try and push it out to some new people or something. So I'll be back in a minute. Also gonna get a bit of a toilet break I think as well. So see you in a minute.